Ladies and gentlemen, second winner bracket final of the day. TH versus FoCuS is our match right now. The former world champion is stepping into the ring against a guy who has never won a single Premier title. And there he is, playing for LP Club. This is FoCuS, the clear underdog in this matchup, but his shape is rising rapidly this year, and he got a new patch where he got a dangerous weapon back, and that's the Blade Master's Critical Strike. And with his item luck that we say about him a couple of times, he could and should have a chance here. This is the FoCuS as strong as we've rarely seen him before, but he is up against the strongest player of the year. TH, Ling Ling Ling, as they tell him, two-time WGL champion, last time eliminated in the group stage. He wants to be part of the top 8 again, where 1-2-0 is standing after the 2-0 defeat against Infi before.
Yeah, he's coming into this tournament, into this match with so much momentum, having won 3 of the 5 big tournaments of this year. Absolutely amazing. And against Colorful, oh my god, was that dominance or what? We have seen quite a few 2-0s already in this tournament, but we haven't quite seen a 2-0 like that. That was just utter domination from beginning to end. The Night of there having no chance. FoCuS, as you said, this was his weak matchup, but I already thought in 1.30 he was not only playing well, but also innovative a lot of the time, playing a lot of Farseer there as well. Perhaps in 1.31 we will be seeing that less, but FoCuS doesn't have to hide away from his opponent here. He is in good shape, and he's strong in this matchup as well.
Yeah, we have this. We've seen this yesterday in the game against Cash, which is kind of showing the potential of FoCuS at the moment. He went in an Orc Mirror for a Farseer Firelord Tower Rush. This is something we've never seen, or rarely seen, in the recent years. So what does he have in store for TH? What kind of ideas are floating through his mind? Could be pretty interesting one. On the other side, TH is one of the best to deal with those things and do those things himself. Will we see a Firelord Tower push or something like that? FoCuS has to be prepared for literally everything. He defeated Cash 2-0, as we said, and he was one of the strongest players in this entire qualifier, finishing second, reaching the grand final against Infi in February, then a semi-final in April. He was doing really, really well, and of course grinding the ladder as he always does. TH, not the best qualifiers, but he doesn't have to do that. He was in one semi-final, that's about it. That was in March. But when it counts in the big tournaments, he is there, and that's where he shows his true strength in the grand finals against Moon, in the W League playoffs, in the next playoffs, in the next grand final against Infi, and of course in Thunder and Fire, where he broke the chains of the Night Elf domination, also in the final against Moon. He is the player of the hour for quite some months now, actually. He's the one to beat. And he will be challenged more than he was by Colorful. Map picks and bans. Terranas Stand and Amazonia out for FoCuS. TH banning Concealed Hills and Twisted. So it leaves us with Echo, Last Refuge, and Northern Isles.
Pretty standard, I guess. AZ being the interesting removal here, I suppose. Doesn't want to give the AM the easy level 3, possibly. But out of the remaining maps, these are pretty decent expansion maps, much more so than AZ would be. Of course, in this matchup, expanding for the human is not easy at all, but on certain maps, it can work. What is going to be the strategy here between these two? We haven't seen too much variation from TH, not too much innovation in his previous 2 games, wasn't necessary, but FoCuS, he had something very special up his sleeve. Will he have that once again? Or are we just going back to the good old tried and true style and the Blade Master, the Crit Master, to carry him through the late game?
FoCuS has a little bit of a curse because he cannot beat Chinese players in big tournaments. Will it finally be his time? This is him stepping into the ring with his first real big challenge. Same for TH. This is the winner bracket final of Group B, and we start on Northern Isles.
If you saw FoCuS play, I mean, this is still looking good at the moment. He's still looking good this month, but in May and the month before, he was looking so incredibly strong, but online, that's always the story with FoCuS. It's always online where he's looking the strongest. Offline, oftentimes seems like he's disappointing. His strongest performance in the Gold League was 3rd place, and that was pretty good, but he never got a final. Never got to that point once. TH, kind of exactly the different story. Online, I mean, he does still perform, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't he seemingly doesn't always try too hard in these online qualifiers, but offline, dude, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. FoCuS' 7th GCS participation. He reached the playoffs only 3 times, being eliminated by Romantic twice, and also in GCS Summer 2018 by TH in the group stage. This could happen. Well, it couldn't happen again, but it can be thrown down by him. And yeah, to underline what you just said about TH and offline matches, there was an online cup called Ulay Cup, and that was the one that he didn't finish in the top 3. He was eliminated by Infi in the quarterfinals. Every other tournament, basically, except the H&W Masters, also with a big online qualification stage for the offline tournament, he kind of failed there. But yeah, 8 GCS participations or Gold League participations for TH, 5-time playoffs. He's one of the best that ever stepped into the Gold League. So, Northern Isles, FoCuS on the upper right. He has a rough statistic against TH, by the way. It's 5-23. Ooh. But it's getting better with the patches. Like, the most losses were from patch 1.26 to 1.29. Since then, everything is getting better and more equalized. This is actually the first time they meet on 1.31. They meet with the stronger Blade Master once again, as Critical Strike is, of course, way better than before.
Yeah, and that's also something to remember here. 1.31 did bring buffs to humans, but it's tier 3 buffs. It's Knight buffs, it's Dragonhawk or Griffin's buffs, and the Orb. That doesn't become a factor, not in this matchup. Human is gonna stay tier 2 almost 100% of the time. Same for the Orc, of course, but the Blade Master, if he gets high level, if he gets those claws as well, he's going to be very strong and scary once again. He only gets the ring here to start with, but this is Northern Isles. We have a marketplace here. He can buy those claws if he doesn't find them.
We do have to talk about TH's matchup against Orc, though, because he is playing a style that no one else does with Rifleman. And that's something we've never seen before, really, apart from Ladder, maybe. But he is skipping sorceresses and relies on the clap from the Mountain King to slow down his opponent. Of course, you can counter that with speed scroll, but only so many times. And with that saved money of the Sorks, he goes for damage on Rifle. FoCuS has to react to that, because that's what we should expect from the Chinese.
And how is he going to do that is the question. Militia were called out here to creep the Murlocs, but the big one is already gone, so quite a bit of experience missing right there. But the Blade Master ran kind of across the entire map just for the one creep and the one item, then goes back, and this is reflected in the experience. Blade Master still far away from level 2. AM getting closer to 2.5 already. Blade Master now with the circlet, decent trading for him, but he wants that level 2 for the crit.
Trying to deny this Water Elemental. Does work, I guess.
FoCuS got it.
FoCuS got it, okay. He tried with like 4 footmen. That's interesting to see. Boots for the Archmage to stay away from this as best as he can. We've seen yesterday Chimiko versus Fly having this item as well, but staying close to the Blade Master, losing the Archmage in the process. But TH will most likely be doing a better job at that.
If FoCuS can get level 2, not lose any grunts or burrows or whatever, and keep the AM from level 3, this is going to be a successful early game for him. Gets that last hit, and with that now is so close to the level up. Just an inch away.
All the creep spots next to his base ready for the Shadow Hunter once he pops out, which is always good. TH didn't steal anything. There was pressure on the Chinese. He's not able to unfold into that super strong level 3 Archmage.
Yeah. I
like this opening by FoCuS. I mean, nothing is really done yet. Nothing is decided. No one really has an upper hand anywhere. But FoCuS is doing well.
I think TH just intentionally let the footy drop low and sent him back at around 200 HP. He wants the Blade Master to chase. Then this Murloc camp is opened up to him. I think this is actually the high-level play that we're seeing right now by TH. Dust of Appearance, though, against the Blade is a little bit scary. He has the boots, but there is Windwalk. Oh my god, can he just run him down?
He's like 2-3 more hits. But I guess he's out of vision now. Footmen are coming in. How long will this dust last? Oh, he's right next to him! One more hit!
Oh,
he's escaping, but the dust is wearing off! Reveal again! Fireball! FoCuS! Overestimating the welcome of the Blade, and TH gets the first hero kill and a big jump towards level 3.
That never happens! How? He just took too much damage. He took too much damage and then went south. Instead of going back to the main, going back to the main. He should have been safe. Go for a speed scroll if you have to. But boy, oh boy. It is only a level 1 hero, yes, but still so early on. This is a big deal. Shadowhunter now coming in, has the Hex ready. Speed scroll as well. But the AM isn't going to be the target here. Goes for the footies instead. Is going to get that one.
I would have loved to Hex backstab the Archmage right now. It's the perfect situation for it. Archmage is like 33%, full mana on the Shadowhunter. But now, with the lack of damage, with a lot of the Blade Master, what can he really do? He has to escape now using a speed scroll and more healing, and the offensive potential is completely nixed. Like, Stormbolt and possibly a surround. Not going for it.
Why is he still there? He must know that the MK is coming in, and this grunt is just lost now. What was that? Yes, your tech is faster as an orc, but it's not that much faster. The SH had been out for a long time. I guess he's trying for the AM kill, but...
Yeah, but it's not that easy because he doesn't have critical strikes, so the damage is pretty calculatable. There is a big damage roll range for this Blade Master, so he can hit for low and high damage, but without critical strike, there's not this Axe factor, and TH can just easily calculate when to run away, did that masterfully, and did lose a bit, but nothing of importance.
The one grunt loss is gonna hurt. Is he really gonna start creeping this? The Water Elemental was just there to scout him. Wait, does he have a speed scroll?
He used one
He
before.
doesn't! What?
So risky. So risky. He got it with that Blade Master. It's not revealed at the moment. Sobi Mask for the second hero is great. What else did he get? He's trying to get something.
Stormbolt's ready.
But no reveal. Heal scroll. Okay, he got that one, but again, taking so much damage. Boom! Hammer to the head. Another grunt dying. Second grunt dead. He gets revenge kills with one priest. Is he so greedy?
There's no mana
There's
on the MK.
cooldown. Like, he can't use the Windwalk for 2 seconds. But as he said, no mana. So he got the double priest kill. That was good.
Alright, a bit of recovery there, getting the double priests. But that cost him 2 more grunts. And he was scouted by the Water Elemental. This is so risky. Does he feel he's so far behind? I don't know. This is all looking very questionable by FoCuS.
He really wanted that heal scroll, apparently, for healing up everything when Spirit Link is working throughout a fight. And there's only one shop here, so the items are very, very important. TH, by the way, of course, caster cursing me and going Sorceress instead of Clap.
Yeah, no rifles here, interestingly. What made him change his mind, or at least not go with that style?
TH is supply stuck. That gives FoCuS some time to catch up and build a bigger army. Now the farm is ready.
Yeah, Shadowhunter needs level 3 badly. MK is also very strong on level 3, but he doesn't necessarily need it in the big battle.
Militia call.
Could just be to reinforce this position if it should come to an engagement.
But FoCuS doesn't want to fight, can't fight. Not with the 0 level disadvantage he has.
He's creeping with the Blade Master. I don't know, doesn't he have to solo creep with Shadow?
I guess then he's lacking the damage in the mid-game fights.
He's got no grunts at all anymore.
He's pushing with this. He has the meat shield ready. TH ready to strike, wants to kill. There's peons as well. But what did he get? The one of mana stealing on TH's side. Of the wind on TH's side, one of mana stealing on FoCuS' side. He needs to use that against the Mountain King ASAP, I feel.
Both players around 50. The Shadowhunter doesn't want to fight in a situation like this without level 3, but he's going to be forced into an engagement.
FoCuS just started production though. He has to wait for the reinforcements to come in. He's losing more thanks to slow.
MK very patient with his mana usage, not yet throwing the first Stormbolt.
Same goes for the Shadowhunter, who's kind of waiting for level 3, but it's so far away. FoCuS disengaging nicely from this fight.
Yeah, and the reinforcements are going to be out soon. Windrider.
Yeah, I think he feels like he has a lack of damage. Tower is up! Ivories used by TH and the first breaker out. This is not something that I saw coming.
Good old tower push. It's not the old school tower push though with, you know, Beastmaster harass, level 3 AM, and then hitting early. Rather with the MK. Archmage very far forward. We do have 3 end snares. That's a lot of lockdown, but oh, he found the one of the wind earlier. Great disable against this Blade Master. Not enough damage to threaten this AM. First Raider dead. Second Raider surrounded. Dude, these surrounds and blocks also so good by TH this game.
The Wyvern is a good solution against the towers, but he's losing so much on the other side. Raiders are all gone. The nets are empty. Oh, one is remaining, but you can't really hero focus with just one Raider. It's not enough. He's getting at least some experience by killing the Water Elemental. Finally crit level 2. Tower got up, but no guard tower here. Now the Wyvern is able to do some damage against the army.
And the Windrider did a good job there against those towers. But now that it's far away from the trees, Water Elementals plus Focus Fire could get rid of it easily. Spirit Link once more. Stormbolt, Windrider seems to still be making it away. And FoCuS is holding on here.
For now, a lot of attention to this Windrider.
Level 3
the fight
Shadow.
for FoCuS is pretty good. Yeah, that was the big level up. Smart decision to always go for the small units to get this experience and finally get the good abilities for the Blade and the Shadow. So how can he continue this fight? The heal scroll is already gone. That was a big plus for him. TH's micro looks good. Moving back a lot of stuff. One breaker down, exchanged for a Raider. And no end snare anymore on this Archmage, who was a bit out of position, but was able to get into a safety zone.
That looked really scary, that push coming in by TH, finding those 2 Raider kills so quickly as well. But good hold by FoCuS, very well done. And this Blade Master, despite not having that great of an inventory at all, is carrying this army for him, is doing a good job. And now he's got the level 3 Shadow, which was so important.
But we also have a level 3 Mountain King at the laboratory now. Should be clapped too. I haven't seen Bash, I'm not too sure. Yep, there we go. Thanks for the confirmation. So no Thunderclap, no AoE.
I like his
just
items on
single
the
target.
MK. He's a real nice tank right now, having the Ring of Protection and the Talisman of Evasion. And he's kind of the only tank if there are no breakers. But breaker numbers are rising, and with them rising, Spirit Link is going to be harder to rely upon. The spell is, of course, super strong, but it can get stolen.
Oh, flanked by TH. There's one Raider. Apart from that, no front line. He's trying to chase TH away with hero focus, but that's not going to work against this Mountain King, I feel. Can reposition easy. He also has Spirit Link. Kodo, did it eat yet? I haven't seen it. The Blade Master is also super tanky with the ring that he just found there. This Kodo has eaten. One stomach is still empty though. Gets this breaker as well. Stormbolt to counter it. Heal wave early, trying to refocus this Mountain King and using the Wand of Mana Stealing to reduce the number of Stormbolts.
Wouldn't be perhaps too bad for FoCuS to get out of this fight now with the two Kodos having eaten, but he wants to keep on trading, wants to keep on fighting, at least has enough mana for the heal wave, which he can still use. And TH having to run now, tucked with his tail between his legs. It seems like he has almost nothing left. He's going to get this Raider, not even the last heal wave. Actually, there might be one more. Remember all this crazy regen on the Shadow Hunter. He has so many heal waves to use. Finally, the Raider falls, but that's the first kill seemingly in this entire engagement. Blade Master gets more kills. He gets level 4. The front line now for the human is laughable with only 2 breakers left. Yes, some more breakers are falling. Some more Raiders, excuse me, I mean. But FoCuS still, with his 46 supply, repelling the opponent.
Yeah, the supply numbers are of course massively misleading as TH is down to 41. The breaker's not devoured in the stomach yet, so they still count into TH's supply, and they keep him away from upkeep. I mean, he can't produce anything, otherwise he would be in upkeep, and you can't afford that. Close to level 4 is the Shadow Hunter as well. A good half-level hero advantage now. And TH's game plan is not working. FoCuS in the fight so far, after the early game, where he did a lot of mistakes, I feel, always superior.
And interesting army comp by the Korean as well. It's a really slim front line. It's mostly ranged army. Walkers, 1 Windrider, and 2 Kodo Beasts. I think he has 1 or 2 Raiders, I think 2, and that's it. Blade Master, obviously, but nothing else.
Yeah, high on Walkers indeed.
The player's forces are under attack.
This turns out to be a great game. TH now at 54 supply. Red spot for FoCuS. Will there be a battle for it, or will TH go to the orange one? Okay, eliminating the Scorpions. And with Blade Master and Wyvern, this creep speed is pretty damn good. Also with the magic damage of the Walkers, this is a lot faster than we thought. Also a nice item for more mana and more HP for the Shadow Hunter.
Yeah, decent. Would have hoped for a big aura there. Didn't get that, but alright, at least. No big item over here for TH. Best thing he can hope for is
Expansion.
claws, maybe.
There's an expansion now. Whew, he must feel so comfortable.
Yeah, going into upkeep right away as well. So does TH though. When's he gonna scout this? Orc expansions take forever, 2.5 minutes, so there's a big timing window to find them and to cancel them and to TP out if you have to. An Invis Water Elemental is a great tool for scouting, not very fast, but gets to the other side of the map though quickly enough, I guess. Duration does last long enough.
I think FoCuS is making good choices in the fight by only going for the heroes, for the units, sorry. Having 5-5, or in the first fight, having 3-3 was key, and now for the late game, having 5-5 is key as well. Plus, the heroes of TH have a lot of like tankiness with the Talisman of Evasion, the Mountain King of course even more with the Ring and Circlet. So they are really hard to kill. Now this intensifies with the Parrot of Vitality that the Archmage just found. So getting the units and getting the 5-5 and trying to win the game from here seems like a good idea. But again, flanked by TH, Invis, MK.
Who gets the big one? He's magic immune, so you can't get him with a Stormbolt. Instead, he's going for the walkers right away. Blade Master trying to get the kill on the big creep. Gets it, and the item is Hood of Cunning. All right, but once again, not the greatest. Big Breaker front line now, though, can easily steal all of the Spirit Link over and over. One of the Breakers gets devoured. The second Kodo Beast, I think, still has capacity. Blade Master, so hard to figure out which is the real one. There's so many illusions over here. Which one is actually the real one? We, of course, can see it, but for TH, it's much harder. Taking out some Raiders, though, as well. They are not Spirit Linked up. Good Dispel against the slow, and the Heat Wave coming in once more, but big Stormbolt right there. Gonna get the next Raider kill. That's level 5 now for the AM, and with that, Water Torrents to be coming in, and FoCuS look to be in a good position, but now he seems to be losing this battle. Mana Potion on the Shadowhunter, barely saving this Walker, but he's falling far behind in supply. 10 supply down now against the opponent. TH is finding his footing again with his high hero level numbers and the high breaker numbers as well. The damage seems to be lacking. The Blade Master can't do it all by himself.
The Wyvern are now up against level 3 Water Torrent, who deal like 50 average damage. The Walkers are getting surrounded. Well done by TH, also cancelling the Clarities over and over. On the Shadowhunter's side, 165 critical strike. Ensnare comes in. Can he finally get a hero kill here? But I mentioned the tankiness before. Stormbolt to counter this. Slow on the Blade Master as well. Hello Bash. Can get into Windwalk, but there should be revealed somehow. Doesn't have dust, but maybe something of the lab? No. So FoCuS escapes, but with heavy losses. Expo is up, but not fortified. TH, can you break this now?
He must. There is no mana on the Shadowhunter. You can't fight. This is the strength of the human against the Orc in extended battles. He has great regen, the Orc doesn't. Orc has to rely on healing selves and clarities and so on. Blade Master Stormbolted again, focused again. Has to be careful, makes it away. MK also low, but guess what? Now he has the Spirit Link. Now he's actually pretty tanky, as the casters in the back are also Spirit Linked up. Even gets a breaker back here, and with that, 15 supply ahead.
And the Expo will not last too much longer. FoCuS has to take time to heal up, but he won't be given this time. One more kill for the level 5 SH. Can that be the savior for so much healing? Clarity is running, Potion is in the back. Last stand for FoCuS.
It's not too easy though to just snipe one target. The Blade Master is already very hurt. Has to heal him up. We have one Stormbolt. Blade Master doesn't have an invul. This is scary. He's getting FoCuS dispelled as well coming in. Blade Master into Windwalk.
Oh, and he waits until level 5 to use the heal wave. He could have saved him with a level 2 heal wave, but playing to the max. But is he not only delaying the inevitable? He's going in again. Here comes the heal wave. Aiming again for the Mountain King, but Stormbolt to counter. Right clicks. Heal wave, is it on cooldown? Gets out with the speed scroll, but now he has nothing to escape.
Can't get back in either. This MK now doesn't have too much to fear. The one Kodo Beast is gonna die. There's gonna be a backup Kodo at least, but now level 5 Mountain King, level 3 Stormbolt. Not going towards the hero, going to the Kodo instead should be the kill. One more Heat Wave coming in. Of course, this Heat Wave is extremely strong. The heroes are very powerful for FoCuS, but he just doesn't have the army to back it up anymore. It's so hard to deal with these breakers. Blade Master crit for 236 is good, but doesn't seem like it's good enough. Has to fall back further to the main, losing one more Raider. Down to 40 supply with this. TH still with 55. Moving forward, looking for kill after kill. The MK has arrived where he wants to be on level 5, and he is the carry of this army.
Absolute killing spree for the MK. The Shadowhunter is doing his very, very best to hold on against that, but you can only consume so many clarities. GG by FoCuS. Again, finding his kryptonite in Chinese humans, but TH's expression showing, oh boy, that was harder than expected.
Yeah, absolutely. He fell behind pretty far in the mid game there. Well done by FoCuS grabbing that lead, but I think he just didn't have the answers to the breakers anymore.
Yeah,
Once we had 6-7 breakers out, you're not going to beat that with just Raiders. The Blade was strong, yes, but you need more than just the Blade against them.
I feel there were two big mistakes by FoCuS. First one is losing the Blade Master in the early game. That cost him a lot of time. That kind of tipped the scale already into TH's favor. Second one, like, he fought back so hard after this BM loss early, with that one fight in his base and the one afterwards. But then going for the expansion, I think that's the wrong call. TH was kind of close to 50. Yeah, he was supply stuck with the two breakers in the Kodo stomach. But if you build a big army and then maybe push or force another fight with 60 supply, I think to get the win. I think that would have been the better idea. The Mountain King was not out of control at that point. The items were okay. I think that was the wrong call. A bit too greedy of a call.
Yeah, if he doesn't go for the expansion, he basically can go for 2 more units. Trying to force the issue push towards the main, that would have been a risky play, but he could have perhaps tried to play the map more. And yeah, this is never supposed to happen in the early. Losing a level 1 Blade versus level 2 AM, that doesn't happen. Miscalculating there, the damage. Didn't figure out that there was boots, maybe? I don't know. And here, this was a nice backstab. The Invis Water Elemental Scout set this all up. FoCuS was still busy with the creep. Bad start into that engagement. And once again, I think this is really, the high breaker numbers are still hard for the orcs to deal with. Grunts can be an answer to this with decent upgrades. Maybe one day Tauren will be, but they're not strong enough just yet. This matchup is still remaining on tier 2 almost always.
That was a great feature, by the way, from the VSPN production here in China to track where the players are looking throughout battles. And we saw there FoCuS was looking, how long is this dust lasting? How long, how long, how long? And it was just a little too long, and TH, of course, had the second one as well. This is a very, very cool feature that they throw in.
So second map. Where are we heading next now? FoCuS's pick. Well, it should certainly be
still in, so it's most likely that one.
Yeah, should certainly be a better early game for him. That last one was rather flawed. Losing the Blade Master and losing 2 grunts. Like, it wasn't only the Blade Master. Yeah. Creeping so greedy. Honestly, I feel FoCuS came back strong in that game. Like, the base defense was really, really solid. But before that, plenty of questionable plays. Hopefully he gets his footing here. Now he perhaps feels a little more confident, more calm, more used to, at least, the setting.
It's cool to see that FoCuS is not getting crushed in this offline competitions anymore as he had in like 2015-16. Got a lot more comfortable being on the WGL stage. We saw him being killed by Romantic multiple times in the group stages, and it was always very disappointing to see him here. But he stepped up his game in the one summer edition where he got 3rd place against Czech. And since then, I feel he also stepped up his preparation for these offline events. He's not tired anymore. He's running around here, joking, having a great time. In day 1, he was as jolly as he can be, even on stage. So he got over that, but still, he needs to take this next step to reach the S tier level of TH.
Even if he doesn't win here, though, of course he still has a chance in this best of 3, but even if he doesn't win, his chances in Group B are looking pretty good. The 2 other players that will be contending for the other spot are Cash and Colorful, and FoCuS is definitely looking stronger than those 2 at the moment, but those 2 will also have chances to improve, to show a better game when they're next on stage. Blade Master was chosen the first game, when Northern Isles is actually a pretty good Farseer map. I was half expecting a Farseer by FoCuS, but he didn't do that. Which map is he going to pull it off on? Twisted Meadows would be very likely, but Twisted always gets vetoed, of course, so we won't be seeing that.
Seems to be some technical issues on stream here, but I guess in like a minute we will start the second one. TH is flawless so far, 3-0 in this tournament, and it seems like we are starting match points for the 3X and the dominator of the scene in 2019. FoCuS. Can he stop his mistakes and challenge TH even more? That's the question right here. His first performance for the LP club. TH, of course, wearing the Rogue Warrior jacket a little longer. And that's it. Map number 2 is revealed in front of our eyes. It is Last Refuge that will maybe decide the game between FoCuS and TH.
Last Refuge can be a very convenient early game orc map. You can tech very quickly and still pressure the opponent. AM normally gets level 2 for free on almost every map. Not the case here, and it doesn't get easier really. Level 3 is very hard to achieve here before tier 2. If you do make it to tier 2 as the human, if you don't fall too far behind, it's pretty good for creeping up a second hero, an MK most likely, and well, we just saw such a carry MK performance. Pretty sure we're gonna see one again here.
This map is the one where FoCuS kind of introduced the Wyvern Harass a couple of years ago. And TH should know this, but sometimes these humans tend to be a little greedy and skip on the towers in the main. That could be a solution to get an advantage in the mid game. And I wouldn't be too surprised if that's happening, and maybe that's the reason why FoCuS likes LR so much.
Yep, can pull off that Wyvern Harass anyway, but here it would be easier to do. Bases are closer. AM versus Blade Master first here. No surprises. This is a great Blade Master map. Plenty of claws to be found, which once again you are looking for with great desire, as they do get calculated into critical strike once again. This was the big change in 1.31, where the Blade Master was buffed again. The critical strike now once again doing much more damage, especially on high levels, especially on level 5, with plenty of bonus damage. So, TH should be green camp, into green camp. How well can FoCuS harass this? Seems like he's not starting off with creeping himself. Skipping the shop, will be going to the merchant instead in the middle, grabbing up the circlet and then putting on the pressure, and having that tech advantage once again for the faster second hero. And we'll be aiming to creep that one up as quickly as he can, probably then. But keep the AM from leveling too easily is going to be priority number 1 in the early game.
Immediately rushing over is FoCuS. He won the last encounter between the two, by the way, in the WGL qualifier. Before then, TH had a 10-0 win streak. That's a long time, showing how desperate FoCuS must have been. TH and Infi and back in the day Romantic are just what keeps him from better performances and better results in those tournaments. This has always been the case, and it looks like it would be the same here again. But alright, he's stealing experience away, and this Watch Award is actually pretty nice, but TH, same as he did yesterday against, 2 days ago against Colorful, early Archmage aggression. I think this was the same that Chimiko did on this map, not too sure though.
He's gonna get the shop cancelled, but the borrow in the back is too far along. That one will not be getting cancelled. Very dangerous to have this shop cancelled if the Blade Master and the Grunts are very low HP and you are desperately reliant on healing. That is not the case just yet. Shop coming up in the back for FoCuS, hoping that there it will finish.
It's already a bad early game. Of course, the Blade Master can chase, but he's losing a little bit of time right now, and I guess the Archmage will get early boots. And there we have the Blacksmith. This is what I was expecting before, and he shuts down this shop for the second time.
The town is under siege.
Anti-capitalist TH.
Will be coming up in the end though, can't delay that forever, and it comes at a cost. The footies are being used for that harass, aren't creeping anything. AM still only level 1, and of course he's going to get level 2 here. He's going to find the small camp hero there, but getting level 3 in a timely manner is going to be very difficult now. Always splitting the forces is FoCuS. The Grunt is in the south, the Blade Master in the north. Doesn't want to give any camps away for free. Oh, I think he just missed him though because of nighttime. He was very close to seeing those footies. He's expecting them at his own green camp. That is not the case, and doesn't creep in himself. Could have gone for those claws there as well, trying to at least. But no, he wants to prevent creeping as much as he can for his opponent.
The shadows are revealed again. The game sense of TH.
Oh. He heard the sentry being placed, I think. Blade Master was behind the tree line, but the sentry there was discovered. But I think this is good for FoCuS, man. AM still only level 1. That's not great.
True. Blade Master's running out of mana though. Can't go for any clarities at the moment. Grunts are coming in to help him this fight, and the Murlocs are helping him a little as well. Poison everywhere. This is FoCuS's time to do damage and get experience, but no. TH with the last hits, man, denying more and more experience, and now he's close to level 2.
He played around these last hits so well in both cases there with the Murlocs. Gets that one as well, and that's level 2. And if that hadn't been done perfectly like that, he would be level 1 now, and this would all be much more difficult. Oh my god, is he gonna lose him again? No way!
There's no mana, and the Archmage has boots. Chasing, horse, run, 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 run. There's an extra carrot for you, man, if you get this one. FoCuS trying to get out of range, and the creeps get the kill, but there is again a kill.
At least he gets the deny, which is a big deal. It's 100 experience denied. Would have even been 115 with a tier 2 just finished. But the second time in the second game, that is unheard of, man. At least the Shadowhunter was out, so the Blade Master's coming back right after wasn't delayed much, really.
But again, FoCuS is losing this crucial early tier 2 timing where you have Hex and Blade Master attacks. And this is what truly throws the Archmage back and makes him move back into his side of the base or of the map. And that's not happening. And again, he has a low level BM with this early pressure of TH, so there's no roaming around because the windwalk duration is just too short.
It's going to be creeping up both the heroes here. At least then it's going to be faster. Footy cheekily trying to go for the deny, but the Hex keeps him controlled. It's pretty obvious that when you send a Footy out for scouting like this, they're going to be dying, but TH is willingly sacrificing them just for scouting.
These sentry wards had no impact. Do you remember last time in the group stage, FoCuS against 1-2-0, how much impact his wards had? He basically won him the game, combined with the little creep AI manipulation that he did against 1-2-0. This time, he's getting wrecked.
Yeah, really good D wards. That one would have actually expired very soon, but whatever. Still found it. It's good for the mental victory, if nothing else. Level 2 Shadowhunter getting closer to level 3. Is not playing the second hero aggressive. That's always the danger with the Shadowhunter. If you do play him aggressively and don't get much done with it, then you're stuck on level 1 or 2 for a long time, and you want him level 3 as quickly as you can for when the big fights roll around.
Double circlet and boots for this Mountain King. Of course, the Archmage gave it to him as a little present once he stepped out of the altar. FoCuS now trying to go for the consumables, I think, on both shops. Not too sure if he lured out the Ogre Magi or if he's just killing the footman there.
Found more sentries and placed them again.
Ah, yeah, you see the two red dogs. That could be a good timing to push and to punch. If he sees TH creeping that Ogre Magi camp, having a consumable himself, a big invul, and everything is low, he needs to heal first.
Oh, big level up. Level 3 Shadow. And again, Footy sacrificed for scouting. If you send anything like that in against an Orc, it's always gonna die, either to Hex or to Ensnare. But TH says, yeah, that's fine. I don't want Footies anymore anyways. I got Rifles, I got Priests.
Is FoCuS again going for this heal scroll now? Or is he deciding to reject this? He knows what's happening. Okay, he does both. Heal scroll used, he has good levels, level 2 heal wave, TH is retreating or trying to retreat immediately, but 3 ensnares!
Has to call the militia right now. They're already kind of late. They should have been called earlier to make sure he gets this Ogre Magi. Slow speed, trying to reposition. But the army isn't doing much. The Blade Master's finding the kills, but FoCuS is very hesitant to fully engage into this. Would love to have the Ogre Magi. Hex on the MK would secure it. Oh, Hex against the Clap. Very well done. Can't make use of the spell and finds the greater mana, picking up the second heal scroll as well. FoCuS may have to use it here in a second. Greater mana potion transferred. And more healing coming in.
What a great fight by FoCuS thus far, if he's not too greedy with these items. Clap is coming in over and over again, but only 2 more times. More riflemen fall, so the damage against the walkers is not the greatest anymore. And the front line, the meat shield, is almost gone as well. 1 more heal scroll should be on cooldown, but the Shadowhunter has so much mana as he consumed the big mana already.
Yeah. Could transfer the heal scroll. Then on the Shadow he could use it, but he's gonna fall back. He's satisfied with that.
Yeah, he has a lot of stuff to creep in the north. Maybe he's going that route, but it's hard to say now. Should you give the human the time, because level 3 for the Mountain King is around the corner and Clap is just getting better and better and better. Do you focus on your own stuff for the level 2 crit with these items? Hard call to make for FoCuS.
Yep. Absolutely agree with you. Like, where is your strength gonna lie?
I wonder if there's ever a group stage game of FoCuS versus a Chinese Orc where there's no Book of the Dead. Many, many, many times this has happened, and many, many, many times this has eliminated him. from group stages. Of course, it has been nerfed now and shouldn't be that big of a deal. Cloak of Flames. Okay, that's a good one to make up for it.
Can be very nice. Oh, wait a minute. Of course, there's no breakers. This is going to be amazing, actually. I was going to say the more breakers we get, though, the less impactful it's going to be. But we're going to have rifles instead, so this cloak could absolutely be amazing. MK with a lot of cunning. That's much worse. His drop right there. But AM is getting closer to level 4. It's going to be a nice upgrade for his casters. It's not just pure priest, right? He's going sorceresses and priests, which means there's going to be some slows, but there's no way he's going to have enough mana for slow on everything on the orc side. I wonder what he's going to use it on. Is he still going to have it on autocast, or is he going to manually use the slow? Questions.
Invis also very early. Yeah, I don't know. With the 2 swords only, it is a good question. Defense upgrades, I like to see that. Good synergy with Spirit Link and the heal scroll and the heal wards that he still has. 4 SH, 3 and a 3rd
Player's forces are
he has
under
level 2
attack.
crit most likely. Oh, check that out. But tough position.
Yeah. Should be favoring TH here. He's got the ranged army. He can position himself behind this choke more easily.
Dude, this heal ward on the cliff.
Pretty cool. Oh, the Rock Golem walks away. That wasn't a full surround. Blade Master going in with the Windwalk. Did he get the item?
Yes.
He did, but only the belt.
Okay, going for the Mountain King now. He's way less tanky than he was before with the cloak as well, 10 DPS as well. So Waterman is about to drop. FoCuS again going for more experience with easy kills.
That was 4 kills. He got 2 walkers, a grunt, and a raider, and he may get another one with the next Stormbolt coming in. That's 5 kills!
Blade Master has to do the heavy lifting. There's no way around it. This position was so beneficial to TH, and now the Invis game begins. And another kill. Wow, how he's stomping him here.
MK out of mana though, so the Blade Master can kind of do what he wants. He's getting surrounded, but against the Cloak of Flames, I don't know, dude. And it seems like he didn't see the Greater Invul, which is still in the inventory of the Blade Master. He'll have to pop that soon. Wow, that was an instant snipe of the heal ward there, actually. Invul pop, AM in trouble. Ensign could be coming in. TP has to be used to get away. Ooh, these casters in the back though.
What?
Looking for more kills.
That was just one, man.
A
10
player's
supply
forces are
lead
under
for
attack.
TH. And of course, with the Scroll of Regeneration, he can heal that up easily.
Oh, he's so rich. Is he just expanding now?
With 1,000 gold? Possibly.
Certainly looks like it. He's bringing over the peasants. He definitely has the lumber necessary for this at around 800. Creeping up more Boots of Guadalajara.
TH seriously not lucky with his item drops here.
Did he find all those circlets on the MK or did he buy some?
He found 2. Not sure if he bought the 3rd one. But consumables are nowhere to be found for TH. He's also not in a position to go on. FoCuS scouts this expansion immediately. Can he punch now with a 12 supply difference? 1 heal scroll, okay. Only 1 raider, 2 raiders. He should go for the hero kill, right? With this Blade Master?
There's certainly an opening. We have no TPs, we have no invuls. But this MK is tanky. More than 1,100 HP.
Archmage is down to 60%. Oh, the collapse though. He needs so much healing against that. TH even with the Berserker now. Blade Master's not focusing this Archmage at all. He's going for the Mountain King. There's nothing on him, of course, but he opens his way up. The Raider repositions here. Surround on this MK, but is that the right choice? I'm not too sure. Will we see more Invis? There's not much damage really. Okay, Invis casted. No Dispel apparently. Level 4 on the Blade Master finally, but there's just a nice concave of human army and FoCuS just running into a meat grinder.
Committing hard there for the MK kill. He was already behind. And if that kill doesn't work out, you definitely lost this fight. And let's be honest, most likely this game.
Expo up. And running. And 20 supply lead. Blade Master hurt. Needs to hope for some crits. Finally going for the Archmage. I was waiting for that, but guess what? There's a Mountain King shutting him down again. GG! TH goes into the round of 8 with a track record of 4-0. Being the dominator that he is.
Well played by him, but especially the first game, not completely perfect, not completely flawless, and perhaps with a few mistakes, perhaps with a few overextensions. And I guess that makes us kind of hopeful that he's not just gonna stomp through everyone like Moon did in the last WGL, making for a rather one-sided affair in the end. But still, Well played. Still impressive by TH, and he, well, plays the way we were expecting him to. 4-0. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I agree. 2 out of 8 players in the top 8 will be Chinese. 1-0, and TH defeated their opponents here in the winner bracket. That was the first half of today. Coming up, it's Moon versus Chimiko, and of course the happy hype train continues with his match against Sok. Korea will certainly have 1 player in the top 8 after today. Could also be 1 Westerner, or a 50-50 divide between China and Korea. But yeah, how do you see FoCuS's chances in this group?
Good. Good. Just even disregarding the game that we just saw, I think he's definitely going to be the favorite compared to Cash and Colorful. What they've been showing so far, not the greatest, and also their recent performances, all right, but not great. FoCuS, was it just the name that he was facing? Was it TH that he was facing? He lost the Blade Master twice. Like, if it happens once, okay, it's still bad, still shouldn't happen, but at least then it's going to remain in your memory, and you're gonna try to make sure it doesn't happen in the second game. But it did happen again.
It's kind of FoCuS's curse that like a month or 1.5 before a big event, he's in the shape of seemingly his life and so strong and so impressive. But at that event then, he's not showing up, and he is already on a little bit of a downward, not spiral, but you know, his shape is not looking up at the moment, I would say, going into this tournament. And once more, this showed. TH on stage here. Hopefully we get some translations like Warren and Harbor later today. Chinese crowd, of course, happy with this performance here. TH, judging from his look, not so much. Yesterday against Colorful, he was smiling as he is in his picture up there.
Yeah, not even close to as dominant as yesterday. FoCuS putting up a good fight. But TH, how we expected him here, in first place through the group. Now, same as 1-2-0, which means he's not going to be facing him in the first round of the next group stage.
Yeah, this will, I guess, make 1-2-0 also pretty happy. Everyone who's losing the ground or making it into the top 8 as the second place will be incredibly scared by this guy.
Our next match coming up after this, our third one of today, is going to be a Korean battle. Moon versus Chimiko. On paper, that sounds pretty one-sided. In fact, they encountered recently in the Warcraft survival battle, and there, Moon, oh my god, did he destroy Chimiko. But hopefully the human player learned from this and will be able to give us a closer game.
Speaking of Moon and and watching an interview, let's combine this one. You sat down with Moon and a translator, Wawa, to do a little interview prior to his games today, and that interview is up on our YouTube. It's youtube.com/backtowarcraft. You can find it there, 15-minute interview. It's, of course, with a translator, so you need a little patience, but I guess it's worth it in the end. On our YouTube, you can also find interviews with Cash, Happy, and Lynn, so we're covering a lot of stuff over there. Same goes for our Instagram, in case you're not following us on the most trendy social media there is. We have a couple of stories and a lot of pictures here from Shanghai showing you the backstage area and players, and a few statements from other guys who are not on stage. So I think you will get some value in following us on our socials. You can find the links in the stream description, and it's instagram.com/backtowarcraft.
So, we're halfway through the third day. Quite a bit of the tournament is already behind us. Of course, even greater games still ahead of us. But we haven't had a single upset yet. The favorites have always prevailed. Already we were asking this question yesterday, who's going to be the first upset? Because normally there's always at least one. We have 2 more favorites coming up today. Moon and Happy both are the favorites. Where are we going to have the upset? Are we going to have an upset?
Well, it's always possible to see upsets here. It's only best of 3, not best of 5. Chimiko looked really good against Fly without any real... Like, of course, it was a 2-1. He kind of messed up the first game, but I think game 2 and 3 were really strong. So I would love to see Chimiko stepping up his game compared to the games against Moon online in that Korean league. And if he has a better start than yesterday, he can certainly challenge him. And we will see that match next. Moon versus Chimiko coming up in less than 10 minutes.